Final update. My mother-in-law stormed into my delivery room and shouted, "That baby's last name will be mine, not yours." I laughed until the nurse whispered that she had already tried to change it in the system. My husband's next words left her screaming. Part 3. Unstable. I thought, I can win. The texts are already set up, I just need to make sure CPS believes it. The silence in the courtroom was dead quiet. Sylvia went pale. Her lawyer, realizing how badly they had screwed up, started flipping through his papers like there was an escape hatch hidden somewhere inside. The judge leaned forward. "Mrs. Holloway," he said, his voice dangerously calm, "do you have an explanation for this?" Sylvia opened her mouth, closed it, opened it again. I was just concerned," she stammered. "I was trying to protect my grandchild." The judge cut her off. By fabricating evidence, by committing fraud, by attempting to manipulate the legal system? Her face turned red. "I was only doing what any good grandmother would do," she said. Daniel scoffed, shaking his head. A good grandmother wouldn't try to ruin her son's life. Sylvia spun toward him, her eyes blazing. "You're a fool," she jabbed a finger at me. "She's taken you away from your family, she's poisoned you against me. I was protecting you and the baby. Can't you see that?" Daniel's voice was quiet but firm. "You don't get to decide what's best for my child." Sylvia's whole body trembled, her carefully built case had just shattered into pieces. Then the judge spoke. "This case is dismissed. The petition for grandparental rights is denied with prejudice." Furthermore, he turned his sharp gaze on Sylvia. "Mr. and Mrs. Holloway have grounds to pursue criminal charges for fraud, identity theft, and..." Sylvia gasped. "No, you can't do this to me." But the judge wasn't finished. "I'm also issuing a permanent restraining order. You will not contact Mr. or Mrs. Holloway. You will not come near their child. If you violate this order, you will be arrested." Sylvia let out a strangled sob. Her lawyer placed a hand on her shoulder, but she shoved him off, standing up so fast her chair nearly tipped over. Her eyes locked onto Daniel, pleading. "Now, Danny, you wouldn't do this to your own mother." Daniel's expression didn't change. "You did this to yourself," he said coldly. "You were trying to control it, and now you've lost everything." Her lips trembled, her hands clenched into fists. Then, with a shuddering breath, she whispered, "You'll regret this." And then she stormed out. The aftermath. I wish I could say that was the end of it, but people like Sylvia don't just disappear. She tried calling from unknown numbers, she tried sending letters, she even tried using fake social media accounts to reach us. But the restraining order held firm, and the fraud investigation wasn't going away. Daniel and I decided to press charges. We didn't want to, but after what she had done, after how far she was willing to go, we knew we had to make sure she never tried this again. The court battle dragged on, but in the end, Sylvia was found guilty of identity theft, fraud, and filing a false CPS report. She was sentenced to 1 year in prison and 5 years of probation. When the verdict was read, she didn't scream, she didn't argue. She just sat there, silent, as the consequences of her actions finally caught up to her. And when they took her away, I felt nothing, no sympathy, no guilt, just relief. It's been a year since then. Our daughter is thriving, Daniel and I are stronger than ever. We haven't heard from Sylvia since. Some part of me wonders if she'll ever change, if she'll ever realize how much she destroyed with her own 2 hands. But I'm not holding my breath.